Hello everybody, it's A.T.T.O.P.S on YouTube here, and I'm here today with a new Trackmaster Custom Spotlight Part 5, and none of them were Trackmaster, which is why to get something new. And here he is. This is a new Thomas & Friends Trackmaster 2025 Gordon. Yeah, I did Gordon before he expected before every time to time. I painted someone with a black smoke box to be a black nail polish, white with a white craft smart on his highest paint. And also his taped some eyebrows to look good. His headlamp was only a few attachments before he needed. Then I guess he always supposed to. Also, we have the red nail polish to pull with a red paint with Craft Smart. Also, a white Tomy coupling. And also with a red lining on the side here was Gordon's pistons. Also, traction tires to make that good condition. And also with a tape on it. And also red nail polish and silver to paint Craft Smart before he asked. And it just is going, oh boy, they look so much better. I think he forgot about doing his white line for Plarail. And also was super glue put on to Gordon's coat. Also a number 4 on his tender. Which is why they have this doing in both. He's taped some of this cap in painted black nail polish and supposedly tape on him. Also, we have to use sidewalls to make it good with Gordon. And probably that's to be it. Here's James. Here's the new of the Trackmaster 2025 James. Well, James is supposed to be done here because I ruined with James because he asking a thing to do with it. Also with a black nail polish smoke box. And his James smoke box that not cutting on James because they look terrible with that this weekend. But they will just have to deal fix it up with James. And also the yellow nail polish with gold. With a yellow with gold and yellow nail polish in a silver line where it's supposed to be James. Also, the red line with James' smoke box. And to think about it, is a new headlamp for little pieces I cut of this headlamp for James. Also, a red lining and some traction tires. And also, they were going to James was supposed to. Traction tires so I could drill cutting on this into a hole. And then I could doing basis of James, so I could use with yellow Tomy coupling, which is a lot of it. I think it were a thing to do with it because of James. His tender seams were doing just as Gordon, and the other way of doing this cap, but this I did some super glue to cut on that, so with pistons, but they're all clear to pull on doing with caps, wherever you got the James. And also you make that with James because they are traction tires, so good. There's sidewalls to put in here. And also they did with a black nail polish to put on some tape. And sidewalls for good. Unfortunately, they did well. So now we need something more to do in that, and I finally need some coaches. Gordon's coaches are very good at doing this style, so they were just put onto them and tape on with it, and could be a lot of set. And here's the fat controller with the top and hat, with this new faces where I did supposed to do on eBay. His fat controller where could be needed, so this is a Lego hat we're supposedly doing. And also his face is good condition, so they were just asking to it. And to top it off, when the Fat Controller was to use, lost his hat because I need to get these with a Scotch pie clay put on the top of the hat's hat on. And it could be sticking on. When I use just the top hat sticking on to put on it, and the hat go on, and boom, with the Fat Controller's hat to where just is an ongoing waste. Here then on we have this one before Henry for Trackmaster 2009 Henry, because his silver line was good condition, just like they did. His smoke box with a black nail polish, and that's one of the waste of Henry. And here's Gordon, the Plarail for Trackmaster 2009 with Gordon, because they're silver lines and because of their painted. And 2009 James, who looked like they're doing the silver line was supposed to be doing. So there's supposed to be James in it. And this one is supposed to be doing with now for James. And there's James, how to a way to do it. Online we have the James, it could be redlining. We're supposed to be doing side by side. Which of us may the Trackmaster James is, so I have no idea which is there are coming. And going to Gordon, near the side by side to this one to doing this part of the custom spotlight. But they all need to where just doing collection. I have to see if anything they were coming. Also, we have Edward. They did the 2009 because there's silver line to put on with Edward. And here's Trackmaster 2009 Diesel, which I did to use something in a red nail polish because of the red lining and black nail polish because of the Tomy company in some face where I just painted with Diesel. Painted a silver line, and also there were just the same as cut because of the drill to slowly and careful to being with Diesel. And also there's to have that line just as a Trackmaster 2009 Diesel is. Test run for a motor, so I did put it on the motor, which is good to make this on collection. But I know it seems that washed because of the metal to make that keep a scrubbing because of wash. I never thought of Diesel, so there you go. And also we have some milk tankers, which is one of the white tankers. And the other one is stuff we have doing for James, but they were supposed to be with the tankers. And boy, do you think that's it for doing that was a Trackmaster full one. Here we have Trackmaster 2009 Stanley and Boco. For the first Stanley, I did something with his face because I kind on that doing was supposed to do Trackmaster 2009 Stanley. His paint looked like silver. Also, silver line was just have the red lining, just as Stanley is. Yellow gold with nail polish. Also, some tape on the side of his cap. Also, there were a lining. Also, with a gray running board because Stanley. Also, he was a headlamp and Tomy coupling and red lining all over him. And also silver buffers because if he wanted this buffers, just a Stanley. I did something drilled this doing that cut because I have no idea because the knee motor is supposed to be battery should. Here's a test run because Stanley was movable. If I use it at the same time for Stanley, just to make sure he was make normal because cutting because they are doing stuff. And last but not least, it was Boco. I did Boco as a face model because I painted a lot. Some red lining so we could drill the Tomy coupling. One of the headlamp we could be doing is the top with black nail lining because they're all because in the British Railway. Also, the drill it was supposed to be doing with super glue. Also with a red lining and some roof unpainted. I did paint it before, just as Boco, because I haven't know doing that. His tester was good. It's running boards. It looks like a test run on this other track. The sidewalks and boom. That was that's really it for my Trackmaster custom spotlight. And that's really it for my Trackmaster. I hope I get a join to get this new Trackmaster before. Next time you need to the custom spotlight part 6, again another one. See you all then.